In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to install the Wyze Lock Bolt. This is the smart one and it does use your fingerprint. You also have the keypad as well. Mine just got delivered today. I will have a link for it in the description box below if you want to purchase one. I have a couple of them on some of my rentals and now I'm getting one on this house as well. So this one has the Deadbolt right here. Let me quickly open it. Check it out. Works just fine. I just like this one a lot better. And we have a knob right there. Your door setup might be completely different, but this Wyze Smart Lock Bolt gets installed right here and it replaces the regular Deadbolt. So the first thing that you want to do, obviously open your door. That way you can straighten this one out and it will show you access to the two bolts. The next thing that you need to do is obviously remove these two bolts. So that is exactly what we're going to do. You can use a screwdriver or you can use one of the impacts, whichever one is easier for you. All right. With an impact, it works much better and it is much faster. Let me try to do this one-handed. If I can do this with one hand, you guys can do it with two hands with no problem. It is super easy. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side. And now that will give us access from this other end. And then obviously we gotta remove these bolts right here too. Takes about a second. Let me quickly remove this one. I think the top one is loose anyway. Yeah, the top one wasn't even working at all. It was just inside of the wood. But, all right, let me see. All right. So that is out. We're gonna put that away as well. And now this one right here, it was painted on. So with a little bit of force, it will come off with no problem. Now, the process gets a little bit tricky. The easiest part was removing it, but installing the Wyze Smart Bolt is not difficult at all. All right, so I'm about to show you exactly what comes in the box. I did open it like a second ago, but I'm about to show you everything that comes with it. All right, so the first thing that you're going to see is this big one. This one goes on the inside of your door. From the inside, you'll be able to unlock and lock it. Put that to the side. This is the one that goes outside. It is pretty heavy. It does have some weight to it. This is the smart plug. Right here is your fingerprint scanner. And then you can also put in the code and it will show you your battery level as well. Next thing you're going to get is another bracket in case you don't have one already, like I do. And then you're going to get the Deadbolt as well. And then you're going to get 2 sets of Duralast batteries. And now let the fun begin and let's install this. Obviously guys, you are going to get instructions, but it shows you how to drill a hole through your door. Or if you're getting a brand new door, it does come with this awesome template, which I absolutely think is important, especially for brand new doors. As you can see, everything is cut out, so you do not have to be doing any guesswork of where to drill. But since we already have a Deadbolt installed, we're not going to be needing this at all. Let's begin. So the first thing that you have to do is grab this big piece and you're going to take the mounting plate off. This is the first thing that gets installed on the interior of your door. So once it is off, it pretty much comes off. You just pull it apart. We're gonna put this one to the side and then you're going to use the bolts that come with it to secure it to your door. Very simple. All right, so the first step is done. As you can see, I pretty much aligned the center of this hole to the hole that was already drilled and I installed one bolt. And as you can see, this one, and now let me show you the center. As you can see, I'm not sure if the angle is catching it, but it is perfectly aligned. There's like 2 sides, these right here and this one right here, and they go directly into the hole. So that is how it looks after step number 1. The next step is to install the Deadbolt. Make sure everything aligns properly before we screw it in. So when we install the Deadbolt, you want to make sure that the cross is facing downward. That way it will align with this hole. If you put it upward like this and you drill it in, you will see in the hole, it does not match properly and you won't be able to install your lock. But if you put it cross down, it fits perfectly into the hole, and that is how it should be done. So now I will install this step by putting in 2 more screws right here. Also, if you have slightly bigger screws, you can put those in there as well. Also in the locks on the side. If you have like 1-inch screws or bigger, you can drill those in and make it a lot more secure. But make sure when you're drilling it into here that it does not go through the wood into this open area right here. Then you're probably gonna have a difficult time installing the rest of it. So we're going to use the other 2 screws that came with it, and we're going to put those in right here. So that's 1, and then on the top, see, I'm gonna need a bigger one for the top, but I'll get one here in a second. Here's a little problem when installing the Wyze Smart Lock Bolt you might run into, and that is getting this wire through the other side. As you can see, you want to leave this one loose. You do not want to tighten it all the way before you have this cable running through. As you can see right here, the hole where this thing fits through is being blocked by the wood. So you want to loosen this up a little bit. That way you can wiggle this cable through from this end right here. Check it out. So you want to squeeze that in before you finally tighten the top bolt. I'm about to squeeze it through and I'm about to show you. All right, so as you can see right now, the cable is completely through. And as you can see right here, it's still not fully attached. I haven't secured it, but it might even be smarter to push the cable through before you even install this. Make sure you drill like a hole, screw it in, that way you know exactly where it fits, and then unscrew it completely, push this cable through and screw it back in. That is what I had to do. So that's a little tip that will save you about 30 seconds extra. So after you put this right here, there's 2 areas right here that need bolts. So we're gonna put one in here and one in here. And those will be the really long ones right here. So we're gonna align the holes like that. Then we're gonna put in the other one just like that. So I'm about to screw it and we'll continue the video. All right, so once it is fully secured, it will look something like this. As you can see right here, there are no gaps. It is fully tightened. And now the next step that you have to do is to install the cover. As you can see, the cover will have to screw on into this bolt and above this one right here. And obviously you will have to plug in this little plug right here into this little area right here. Let me see if it, yeah. So very simple, plug it in, align the center hole into that little cross right there. Also, one thing that I do want to mention, you will have to pull this and this cover will open. That way you'll be able to screw it. I'm about to show you in a second. So once you take the cover off, you can put it to the side and then you'll be able to use this to pretty much attach it right here. The screw will go in there, the other one will go in at the bottom. But first you gotta plug it in and attach it. Then the 4 batteries will go in. So once you have the cable plugged in right here and you have aligned it, then you will use the 2 small black screws that came with it. You're gonna put in one right here and then one at the very bottom. Once it is fully secured to your door, it will be very difficult to move and it is a tight seal. Now we're simply going to put in the batteries and we're going to put the cover back on. One final thing that I do want to mention, they do come with this setup as well. So if you have a door that doesn't have it, you can literally use this one that comes with it to attach it. It is very, very simple as well. All right, so it is finally installed and working properly. Check it out. I did add this piece as well. It does look a little bit rough, but door closes perfectly. One thing that I do want to mention, before you put the final cover on, make sure to use the Wyze app to install this. You're going to need to take the cover off to press this little P button in order to link your door lock to your Wyze app. The setup in the app is very simple. You're simply going to add a new device, Deadbolt. You press this for 3 seconds, it will connect to it, and that is it. And now for the final touch, we're going to add the cover back on. It simply clicks on, and that is it. That is how simple and easy it is to install your Wyze Lock. This thing is amazing. You can unlock and lock your house from the app. Absolutely amazing. Grab yours right now. Link will be below. See you in the next video. Peace out.